Hello, this is Russell from
Tones of Evil.
and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Batman, my favorite character.
Who can argue with that? Anyway, welcome back. That's right, to another episode of We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. Anyway, hope you enjoyed episode 69. We're back with episode 70. I am Phil.
Tomato.
Now the road to 169 begins, Will. Yes, that's right. I am Phil, and joining me, as always, it is...
It's a little something.
You know who I am.
You know what? I accidentally, I read this one too, but I accidentally read Batman 475. I'm like, why are we talking about Scarface?
Oh, we gotta do...
And I was like, then I realized, I was like, oh, snaps.
We gotta do that someday. Yeah, huh?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Scarface September. Let's do it. Like, next year, not this year, but next year.
Oh, hi, hello, Noel, and thank you for putting your name in
We
the...
do this all the time!
Well, it's a few minutes early, but I mean, yeah. Well, we're talking to Mr. D.G. Chichester after this, Noel. So we wanted.
Oh, maybe he means that I'm actually sober. I don't know.
Thank you for being sober so early. Well,
Deep
thank
down,
you.
He's a little disappointed in me, but it's okay.
I know why he's here. Noel, there's Noel, host of Trapped in a World, the Howard the Duck podcast. So
The one, the only.
it's an hour earlier for me, and the male is sober. Yes, she can do it sometimes.
Especially when you have an interview with D.G. Chichester. You
Uh-oh, she's slurring her words. Get drunk. Noel, I'm jealous of you. You got to see the first episode of Moon Knight already. I'm jealous. Thanks to a certain somebody who, I guess, you got to do the reaction episode.
Batman, my favorite character.
One day, you know what? Next season, we'll have the Peacemaker stuff. It'll be fine.
Ah, please. All right, so today, this will start our April episodes. Yes, we are covering a classic Joker story from Detective Comics 475 and 476. I mean, they based an animated series episode off of this. Yes, kids, The Laughing Fish.
Listen. This proves it. This proves that these two are lovers in a lover's quarrel. The Joker must have the Batman. Nay! The Joker deserves the Batman. I'm just saying, it's canon. It's not even subtext anymore. It is text.
Oh my. All right. So, I don't know, man. There's some contenders in here. So, should we jump into this?
Let's get into it.
All right. So, Detective Comics 475 from February 1978.
I wasn't born yet.
February 78. I haven't been born for 2 months yet. Ray has just been born. So, that's how long ago this was.
Talk about an oldie but a goodie.
Look at Noel. I read this story. I don't hate Batman. Wrestle Moran. Slander. That's right. All right. So The Laughing Fish, of course. Writers Steve Englehart, penciler Marshall Rogers, inker Terry Austin, colorist Jerry Serpe, letterer Ben Oda, and editors Julius Schwartz and E. Nelson Bridwell.
Talk about names you don't hear anymore.
I know. But yeah, I mean, I've read some of these as back issues and stuff. I forgot how good this art was. I mean, I know how good this art was, but it really doesn't hit you till you read it again. I'm like, man, I didn't know they were doing stuff like this back in 78 and stuff. I'm like, this is good,
Honestly, I always say the late 70s to the early 80s was actually really their experimental time for Batman, if you ever notice and go back and look. Because, they were coming off Batman can't be campy like the TV show. What are we going to do now?
Yeah.
We transition from Brave and the Bold era and all that until they're trying to find something,
Yeah. But I forgot, just like in the 70s and early 80s, they were already doing this stuff. You already had George Perez. You already had Byrne.
And I love this because Silver St. Cloud's in it.
Hey-oh, I know.
Justice for Silver St. Cloud! Bring her back, Matt Reeves! Bring her back!
I mean, she got a nice little exit, and then they brought her back for Dark Detective, which we'll have to cover one day. And then, that was fine. But then Kevin Smith had to bring her back for his 2 miniseries, and that misogynist had to kill her off, so.
Bro, he's got a problem.
And leave us on a cliffhanger. I mean, he brought back a character who hadn't, except for the Dark Detective thing.
She was fine!
Except for Dark Detective, before that, she hadn't been seen in decades, and he had to,
She was fine where she was, man.
And he had to kill us and then leave us on a cliffhanger and never resolve it.
Well, that's what we call the classic Kevin Smith, if we're all being honest.
The classic Kevin Smith. Alright, so, it is nighttime in Gotham City, and Batman swings across the rooftops until he comes to the apartment window of Silver St. Cloud.
Woo!
Yeah, let's, After being invited in, okay, let's set the scene here. She must have just got.
Should probably back up a little bit.
She must have just gotten out of the shower or the bathtub. She's sitting there playing with her hair, only in a towel, and it's like, oh, hey, Batman, come in.
I'm telling Selena.
After being invited in, Batman inquires whether or not Miss Cloud had anything to speak to him about. The look she had given him the previous evening expressed something akin to recognition. Silver stares back at him and confirms her suspicions that the Batman is Bruce Wayne.
I know that damn chin anywhere.
Hey-oh. I know that chin anywhere. I stare at that face enough. It's not like it goes below my my field of vision.
Burn.
Batman in turn suspects that Silver may know the truth. An uncomfortable moment passes between the two, but Silver gives no signs of recognizing the real man, which is an act since she doesn't want to lose Bruce Wayne's affection and trust.
Yep, I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I was gonna say, or his money.
We need the money, gimme.
Oh my God, she has the angel and the devil on her shoulder, and the angel's like, "Yeah, just tell me you know," and the devil's like,
"We need the money, gimme." Hits her in the face, that sack.
More than one sack. Him. Take that sack so we get that money sack.
He hit him right in the face with that sack.
Oh my. I'm sure it says in episode 69. Moments later, after Batman has left, he telephones Silver as Bruce Wayne from a payphone, kids. Some of you may not know what that is.
Oof, I barely do.
Kids, if you look in your history books, those are those big metal boxes that Superman used to change his clothes in.
Exactly.
Asking her to postpone their next...
Not to be confused with the big blue policeman box from Doctor Who.
What is that, the TARDIS?
Yeah, very good, Philip.
I know, and I've never seen an episode of Doctor Who in my life. And Silver...
Cultural osmosis, I know.
I mean, I'd have to be deaf and blind, not to know that after some of the people we've hung out with.
And you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong.
And Silver cancels the date altogether before she decides to leave town for a while. Yeah, she's gonna skip town, see? Yeah, see?
Word safe, see?
You know what? It'd be funny if she had just started making out with Batman and he's just like, wait a minute, does she know it's me? Because either she knows or she thinks she's cheating. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Pull off
I don't know which one is worse. Either way, I have to kill her. Throw her off the bridge.
Oh, damn. Either way, no one can know my secret.
Snap!
Batman can...
fridge.
Oh, frozen.
Let it go.
Oh, jeez. Batman continues patrolling the city and eventually swoops down towards the Gotham docks. A stevedore approaches him and shows him barrels of freshly caught fish. Ordinarily, this mundane incident will not rouse the Batman's attention. He's roused by something else right now, kids.
Uh-oh. That's the only fish Batman wants to eat.
Ayo. But for the fact that all the fish bear faces similar to that of the Joker. The fisherman asked Batman why someone would want to create fish with Joker faces, but Batman discourages the inquiry, saying that Joker's methods are similar to his own madness.
Okay, sure, Batman.
I love it. It's like, who's behind this? I wonder.
They can't be that dumb.
I know. What is this, Batman 66? Come on.
Ooh.
The following morning, the Joker and his henchmen barge into the office of the City Copyright Commission. The Joker introduces himself to a clerk named G. Carl Francis, much like the animated series, kids.
Sounds familiar.
A lot of this is familiar, except for that part with Silver, but yeah. Of course, the animated series, they moderned it up. Harley was there. Bullock was in the episode. But yeah, G. Carl Francis indicating that he wishes to trademark his designer Joker fish. The man is clearly terrified by the Joker's presence, but tells him that nobody can register a copyright on a natural resource, even one as mutated as the macabre Joker fish. The Joker scoffs at Francis and tells him that he has until midnight to make his desires a reality, or else he will be dead. The Joker leaves the office to confer with his underlings. As he is wont to do, he arbitrarily pushes one of them out into oncoming traffic where they are struck and killed by a truck. Like I said, that dental plan must be damn good.
Your family gets the life insurance. That's the only thing I can think of.
I know. Because all the dude does, like, dare to question the Joker for 2 seconds. And he's like, oh, okay. I mean, who is this? Lilith from one of her boyfriends? Jeez. What? You dare question me?
Nope, off the bridge they go.
Into the ground they go. Later, oh Lord. Later, at the Tobacconist Club, Rupert Thorne grows...
Rupert Thorne?
He wasn't even in the animated series episode, even though he was in the animated series.
I know!
Oh my. Rupert Thorne grows extremely nervous. Oh Lord. His aide Marco comes to greet him, but his presence only serves to agitate Thorne even further. He goes to the restroom to wash his face when suddenly he is accosted by the Joker. Only in Gotham, kids. The Joker...
This is why girlfriends go to the bathroom in pairs.
Oh my. The Joker knows that Thorne was involved with the mysterious death of Hugo Strange and wonders if Strange may have told him the true identity of the Batman. Yeah, maybe that'll get us more views. The Batman. Okay.
See, he's like, Batman's just like me. He has no identity, see. That's my boo. He
Exactly.
like to play in costume. Keep the mystery going.
Because again, Hugo found out who Bruce was and was going to auction off the secret, like another animated series episode.
I was just about to say, this all feels familiar, man.
So yeah, they pulled a lot of stories from this era for the animated series. So far as the Joker is concerned, his greatest adversary has no identity other than being the Batman. He
likes to play in costume too. He takes that real serious.
Hey-oh. He, just sees his boo as a sexual object like some of you do. I know. Come on.
I mean, look at Harley. Of course that's how he sees all his partners.
Oh, hell.
That's a whole nother part of his psychology I don't have time to get into today.
However, he is satisfied that Thorne knows nothing and leaves him be. Frightened, Rupert scrambles out of the building, hops into a sedan, and drives off. Oh yeah, he even pushes his driver or whatever out of the way. He's like, "No, get out of here!"
GTFO.
What?
GTFO.
That evening, Batman is summoned by Commissioner Gordon to the home of G. Carl Francis, who sought police protection against the Joker. Batman inspects the place for traps or hidden weapons, but he finds nothing suspicious. Then the Joker broadcasts a message across television waves declaring that he will kill Francis at 12 a.m. The three men maintain their vigil well until the evening, but at the stroke of midnight, Francis' study begins to fill with noxious gas. Batman...
See, the Joker killed a man right underneath Batman's nose. I'm just saying, they don't do it like this anymore.
I know. Batman quickly slides a rebreather into Francis's mouth, but it does no good. As the smoke clears, G. Carl Francis is dead, a grotesque smile etched across his face, the calling card of the Joker. Yeah, this was...
You got a hot Cosby.
Ah! This was prime Joker, you know?
Yes.
Now they just milk him for all he's worth.
He's Joker God at this point, honestly.
I mean, again, this is when the Joker works. It's like you don't overdo him. It's like, you know, remember when he showed up maybe
the clown prince of crime. Case in point.
Remember when like he would show up maybe once a year or even like sometimes he might not show up.
He was like Venom, a special treat, man.
Yeah, or not even that often. So like when he did show up, you were like, "Oh crap, it's hit the fan," because you know if things were bad enough. Here's the Joker,
and the Joker got him. You know, It's in the song.
He was mysterious. He was like a force in nature. Now he's
kind of like Heath Ledger's performance. It's fine. We won't talk about it.
Now he's like the Kardashians. You can't get away from him.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you? There's a story. DC Joker gets his own reality show.
Well, he's like Kanye. He's been filming his whole life. He's just waiting to drop the doc on Netflix, bro.
Instead of going after Pete Davidson, he goes after Gordon. He's like, "You stay away from my love, man."
Exactly.
Oh my God, Robin is Northwest. Batman deduces that the gas that filled the room was one part of a binary compound, otherwise harmless.
Let's be honest though, Tim Drake is basically the saint of the family. Nobody talks about Saint.
Oh my. But yeah, it's part of a binary compound, otherwise harmless unless mixed with another agent. He determines that the Joker must have sprayed Francis with the secondary agent when he visited his office earlier that day. Again, smart too. Come on. Later, Rupert Thorne continues driving across the state in the dark, rainy weather when he picks up a hitchhiker, Silver St. Cloud. All right, so thoughts, Lilith?
They don't make them like this anymore.
You got the atmosphere of it all. It was a dark and stormy night.
And it's so random because they mentioned Deadshot in this one, and I was just like, I guess it was Blue Eyes that got pushed in front of the truck or whatever. So, R.I.P. guy, R.I.P. Get an F in the chat.
But again, yeah, you got a competent, smart Joker. You know.
I think I have this one in Shadow of the Bat, but I also have just the regular one somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Batman's used to be filled with like this time in Batman and Detective Comics, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say I picked up random ones from this era. I think I do have might be the second part I actually have in print. Yeah, I love that cover to the second one.
Oh yeah. These are all pretty cool though.
Oh yeah, like I said in the art.
Like, no tea, no shade to modern Batman, but I mean, and I love the writers, but I feel like there was a lot more love and care into the characters back then.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at the story and the art. I mean, this is Detective. This is even the main Bat book. Although a lot of times they were kind of treating this like a 90s Superman book sometimes. Like, I don't think they're doing it at this point, but Batman would continue in Detective, which would continue in the Batman.
Yeah.
Well,
don't even get me started when we get, Shadow of the Bat and all that stuff. Like, we gotta pump up the numbers, kids.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, no, I like this one. This one is great. Like, this is great setup. You don't even realize there's gonna be a cliffhanger until you're like, Silver St. Cloud, oh, come on, girl. Damn it.
I know.
You're just like, I wonder where this is going. And you're like, oh, man.
It's like two cliffhangers. There's that. There's Joker's on a rampage, just killing guys off.
He is the greatest criminal ever at this time. Let's just be honest.
Oh yeah. Again, it's like he's kind of chaotic because you can't read his mind, but he's like he's smart.
Unpredictability. That's how you beat him.
But
everybody knows that.
But he's smart and planned out though too.
Yeah, he's not a dog chasing a car.
No.
At all.
He's got his chemistry background. Come on.
Only because he fell into chemicals. Did he get into the chemical business? Hell.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Smoked a
I
doobie.
see what we're doing here.
Smoked a doobie.
All right.
A car that runs on water, man.
It'll fly, man. All right, should we get to the next one?
Let's do it.
All right, Detective Comics 476. Oh, man, this must have been coming out every other month because this one's April 1978.
Or maybe they were late. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. It might have been.
Well, honestly, they didn't pump them out like they used to back in the day.
And like the sales on this, I mean, they weren't the greatest at this point, were they?
Not really.
So I was gonna say, so maybe they were just like, yeah, we'll just do it twice a month. Modern Comics, yes, would never. I think I bet.
But at least it's not made on toilet paper.
That's true. Oh my God, Charlie was trying to defend that last night. But no.
As he would.
I know.
Marvel shill.
I mean, he was just. What was I gonna say? No, Modern Comics would never, because like the current Bat books, the lowest selling Bat book, they're still gonna be like, pump it out at least once a month.
They're still trying to figure out a way to how to make all the Bat books 4 times a month. What are you talking
That's what I'm
about?
saying. Yeah. They would never go less than once a month. The only time is when they get delayed. So the first issue was February, and then this one's April. So yes, Batman's 2 biggest fans were born during these issues.
Batman, my favorite character.
You're welcome, Ray. All right, so Detective Comics 476, Sign of the...
Remind me to pick a beef with Ray.
Oh, my.
Because I just, the more that I think about it, Moon Knight's not a ripoff of frickin' Batman. He's a ripoff of Ragman, even though I can't remember if Ragman came first or not.
Burn.
You picked that bone. You picked that bone clean.
Anywho, sorry. I digress.
That's okay. All right, so Sign of the Joker, again... Englehart and Roger still here. Terry Austin still here. Colors, Glennis Oliver. Letterer, Milt Snap in. And, yeah, same editors. All right. Batman and Commissioner Gordon know that the Joker will target another city bureaucrat in his mad effort to copyright his chemically altered Joker fish. As per another televised threat, his next target is a man named Thomas Jackson. As before, Batman, Gordon, and a squad of police officers hole up inside of Jackson's mansion. Batman has Jackson don one of his costumes while he disguises himself to take Jackson's place. That way, if the Joker chooses to attack him, he will actually be attacking the Batman. And again, we get this scene in the animated series episode, kids. And we don't even know it's Batman switched places at this point. As luck would have it, Jackson's cat, Ernest, lops into the study carrying a poisoned Joker fish inside of his mouth. The venom has now affected the cat, and he bears the striking rictus grin of that most associated with the Joker. Batman dives after the animal, but the cat launches itself at Jackson, still wearing the Batman costume, and bites him across the face. The venom spreads into Jackson's bloodstream, and he dies moments later. The television comes on, and the Joker takes credit for ending the life of Thomas Jackson.
Not in the face. Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember. Do they show in the comics? I think doesn't Batman give the cat the antidote at least?
I bet.
Hey. But yeah, that scene was in the animated series episode 2, kids. I mean, that's like especially in the comic, because it opens up with like someone just looking out the window in a Batman costume, and you don't know who it is. So, Batman leaves to track down the transmitting station that the Joker is broadcasting from. As he bounds through the nearby forest, he spies a spectral image, seemingly the ghost of his old foe, Hugo Strange. That's right, kids. We're doing the ghost of Hugo Strange.
You like to hunt people? How's it feel, Batman?
The image disappears, but Batman discovers a vapor analysis meter in the underbrush. The vapors.
Underbrush?
What?
In the underbrush.
Oh.
Oh, wait. My favorite thing in the issue, the hacienda.
Yes. Yes.
They don't make them like this anymore. I'm just saying.
Where was that? Underbrush.
Coming out of the bush? Exactly. There you go. He finally got there, kid.
It's early. Come on. At his hacienda, the Joker delights in his latest kill. He ponders to himself the fun to be had by mass marketing his Joker fish. He even considers using his special chemicals to infect cattle. Joker burgers.
Where's the Joker
nuggets?
Where's the Joker nuggets?
We have a job for everything. Joker burgers, he cries. Outrageous.
You're not Aquaman. Pipe down.
Where's the Joker nuggets? Wild, like an animal.
Meanwhile, Rupert Thorne picks up a hitchhiking Silver St. Cloud. He barely remembers her from a previous exchange and pays little attention to her now. His mind is on Hugo Strange.
What's the point of picking up a female hitchhiker if you're not going to pay attention to her. Just saying.
Well, again, he's thinking Hugo doesn't come to haunt him when anyone else is around, so. Turning on the radio, Rupert and Silver learn about the most recent debacle involving the Joker as well as Batman's approach to the crimes. Rupert has no interest in hearing about Batman and angrily shuts the radio off. Silver expresses her support for the Cape Crusader and Thorne kicks her out of the car.
Get out of my car!
Moments later, the ghost of Hugo Strange attacks him anew. It's a horror movie. And he didn't even have to...
The call is coming from inside the house.
He didn't even have to sleep with anybody. What did he do?
That we know of, that was shown on screen, on panel.
Oh, true. Yes. What did he say? Kick her out of the car and be like, say, I'll be right back.
Oh, come on, Randy.
2 hours later, Batman and Commissioner Gordon meet back at police headquarters. They discuss strategies, but quickly discover that the Joker is impersonating one of the officers. The Joker tries spraying Batman with acid from a false police officer's badge, but Batman dodges the attack and the Joker escapes through the window. These are the days.
Not in the face! Batmobile lost its wheels and Joker got away.
Batman follows him up the fire escape and the two adversaries chase one another up the side of the building as rain and lightning begin to pour down on top of them. There we go, setting the mood.
Oh my god, how dramatic!
The Joker leaps from the fire escape to a nearby construction scaffold and the Batman follows suit. Yeah, kids, we're setting that mood, kids. Joker tries to get the upper hand on Batman by spraying acid on the cable holding the girder in which they are both standing.
Upper, lower, it doesn't really matter.
Hey-oh! With a supreme effort, Batman jumps off the girder to the construction site, and at that precise moment, a lightning strikes the girder, shocking Joker and making him lose balance and plunging to the waters below.
This is not a vat of chemicals.
What?
At least it's not a vat of chemicals.
I know. But they did kind of end that animated series episode too with him falling into the water.
Yeah. Will he be back? Of course he'll be back. He's a cash cow.
In the animated series episode, it was that aquarium, and then he falls in the river, and doesn't the shark coming after him? Yeah. That would have been funny if he would have came back next time and be like, you thought the shark ate me? I ate the shark.
Batman calls Aquaman, quick! Do it! Natural causes, I won't be blamed!
I will kill you, but that shark will. Moments later...
He's like, can I get some shark repellent from your utility belt? I know you have some.
That's not what Joker wants out of his belt. Ew.
Yeah, I know. I think the pants come off next.
See, Lilith had fun with this episode.
I think the pants come off next.
Moments.
It's April Fool's April, man.
Waka.
That's how we're doing our Joker stories.
Waka waka.
We're so corny. It's wintering time.
Moments later, Batman realizes that nothing has come out of the water, but he doubts that this would be the last they hear from the Joker. Duh. At that moment, Silver St. Cloud, who has since returned to Gotham and witnessed Batman's battle against the Joker, confronts him and tells him that she cannot involve herself with someone who lives such a dangerous lifestyle. It's so funny. Yeah, Thorne kicks her out of the car, and how she gets back? There's a small airfield right there, and she's like, can I charter a plane back to Gotham?
When you got money to charter a plane, you shouldn't be hitchhiking in the first place.
So she basically, in the beginning of the first issue, then she has to fly back to get back in time for the end of the second.
I don't know. Maybe Bruce was the goal.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, he ain't liquid. All that money's
tied up in Wayne investments, I know.
Fancy cars and weapons. Come
He's over there freaking committing fraudulent tax evasion to build his bat cave. Lock him up! Lock him up!
During her attempt to break up with him, Silver's resolution breaks, and the two of them embrace in a loving kiss for a few moments.
Silly woman cannot make up her mind.
She can't resist.
But then she has a post-nut clarity moment.
Whoa! Spoken like a woman.
From experience, you're like, Egg McMuffin in the Uber, you gotta go!
I got's mine. As the passion fades, Silver finally breaks up with him. As Silver leaves, Commissioner Gordon approaches Batman and says, I got you, boo.
Just to pick up his heart and other things.
And tells him that local cops had picked up Rupert Thorne, who is now confessing to all of his various crimes, and has revealed that he is behind the public vetoing of Batman. However, Batman has already pulled his disappearing act on Gordon, and he retreats to the shadows at the break of dawn.
Heartbroken.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a very handsome man.
What?
He's gonna be a very handsome man.
Ah!
For the time being.
I have to hand it to you, Lilith.
Have to watch.
I have to hand it to you, Lilith. Yes, I have to hand it to you, Lilith. That was a good joke.
He might have a date with Sally Palmer. Who knows?
Hey-oh. All right. Yeah, like you said, this thing's been reprinted everywhere. In Shadow of the Batman #4, Batman Strange Apparitions, the greatest Joker stories ever told, Legends of the Dark Knight, Marshall
I
Rod.
gotta find the greatest Joker stories ever told. I'd like a compilation of that.
Yeah, me too. Tales of the Batman, Steve Englehart, The Joker, a celebration of 75 years, and The Joker, 80 Years of the Clown Prince of Crime, the deluxe edition. And it's on DC Universe Infinite, kid. So yeah, there's no excuse not to read this.
And be sure you watch the animated show. I mean, honestly, it's literally the only reason why I have HBO Max, that and South Park, and Justice League. Those are literally the only 3 things in my queue right now. So embarrassing.
Yes.
This Peacemaker's not on, so.
Yeah, exactly. We love the Peacemaker.
You know what? This summer we should review every episode.
Okay.
We need an all-purpose podcast. We do, and I know we got rid of it. The more I think, Peacemaker could fit here somewhere, somehow, technically.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
This issue was nominated at the 1979 Eagle Awards for Favorite Comic Book Artist, for Best Continued Story, and for Best Cover.
Ooh. When's the last time a Batman issue won an Eisenhower Award? I'll wait.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
And of course, like we keep saying, the story has been partially adapted in the 1993 episode of Batman the Animated Series titled The Laughing Fish.
So obvious, so blatant.
Sign of the Joker is part of Batman's dialogue from Batman #1. At the end, Joker's story, Batman says these words, reflecting upon the apparent death of the Joker by his own hand. Hey-oh.
That's how we all want to go out.
Otto, what? What are you doing, love? I mean, don't take our word for it. Read the story. But yeah, it won awards and stuff, so. And it was fun. Hugo Strange's ghost. Come on.
Just for reasons.
What is this, Scooby-Doo?
No.
All right, we got a few minutes. You want to hit some bad books?
Sure, let's do it. Which book did you want to start with?
Did you read Detective 1058?
Begrudgingly.
Basically wraps up all that Arkham Tower stuff.
Yeah.
It's I mean, the story's all right, but like again, I think we've said it before. I love the art in this though too.
Yeah.
The art really sells it, if nothing else.
I'm just Psycho Pirate. You can go back to the void now. I'm over you.
Well, pretty much that's what.
Psycho Pirate overstays his welcome every single time.
Well, I wonder, are they going to do something with Psycho Pirate or not? Because Batman catches up with him and was like, well, what if you had another choice or something,
Yeah.
So, oh God, are we going to try to redeem him like Harley?
Boo.
I know. I'm like,
although the Batgirls beating up Penguin Goons are nice.
Yes.
That was fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, we got a nice Stephanie splash page.
Yes. They're trying to be like, see, we didn't forget about Stephanie this time. See, guys?
Oh God, and then the next issue blurb. Of course, we're doing a Riddler story next, kids. Wonder why.
They're always just a little bit too late. Just a little bit.
Well, maybe the schedule. I was gonna say maybe the schedule was off, but I don't know, man. They were doing weekly.
It's always time for Riddler, to be honest. It's always time for.
I know. I wonder if he's gonna be classic Riddler or if he's gonna look more like that movie.
I'm gonna wear a gimp mask and murder people.
I think it'll be classic Riddler, but maybe not so many question marks.
Are they going to be like, is he just going to go off the rails and start wearing that gimp mask and murdering people?
I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
I hope not. there's other ways to make the Riddler intimidating without making him an incel serial killer, okay?
I know. Are they just going to be like, oh no, his other looks are too old-fashioned. We need to like modern him up or something.
Okay, don't give him a costume at all then.
Hell! You heard it here first. Lilith wants a naked Riddler.
I mean...
Whoa!
Look at my butt. If the jockstrap fits...
Whoa!
Oh. I don't know, but overall, I think that the Tower, just arc in general went on way too long. This could have been 6.
Yeah, and it was weekly, so
yeah.
I know.
For what? Because Spider-Man's doing a weekly book?
I don't know.
That's what it felt like. It's like, well, let's just pump it out because Spider-Man did it.
And again, it was a weekly Bat book where Batman doesn't even show up till the end.
Well, that I had no problem with.
Yeah.
I feel like I wanted to focus more on the Bat family's dynamics without Bruce and how great it is. But I think they were just too afraid to actually bite the bullet on that one.
Yeah, once again, the pacing just seemed a little slow because it was just, it was basically, oh, let's look what's going on. I don't know. What's going on? I don't know.
Yeah. But no, overall, it was fine. Just a little too long for me. Shouldn't have been weekly, but, that's not the writer's fault.
Yeah. I think she got hampered by it. They're probably like, hey, let's do this weekly.
It was fun though.
Oh yeah.
But I think I'm glad that it's over. And yeah, let's make Bruce clean up since he left.
Exactly.
Hilarious, honestly.
Oh, did you read Task Force C number 6?
I did. It's the best Justice League book out right now.
Oh my! It's the best.
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say the best Suicide Squad book out right now.
Same difference.
Oh, I know.
If you know, you know.
That's what DC's trying to do.
Exactly.
It's the bat.
So, what did you think about Bane and Jason?
Well, again, at this point, it's like, does it really matter? Because we already established this
is. It felt very Silver Age to me. It was very campy, very fun, very laid back approach to the adventure format.
I know, and then we get a Batman Jason fight because we need that every 6 months.
I mean, can one of them kill each other already?
Hey-o.
If they're not going to kill the Joker, can they kill each other at least?
Well, I saw someone have a good point online. They were like, we so fetishized those that crowbar because now Jason's even carrying 2. It's like, that isn't what killed Jason. I mean, Joker beat him with a crowbar, but it was the bomb that killed him.
Exactly.
But again,
you can't merchandise a bomb, Philip.
We had to fetishize something.
Cold hard steel.
Oh my!
Just saying, everything in the Batman universe is based around, phallic imagery.
Oh yeah, hit him right in the face with that crowbar.
They had to fridge his mom in the process on top of that. God.
Yeah, well,
looking back, man.
Well, she was a jerk. She betrayed him, though.
As all women in the Bat family do. I'm just saying. I'm not saying misogyny, but maybe. Again,
it was late 80s, Lilith. You know what we were doing. You know what we were doing to women in the late 80s, especially in the Bat books. Come on.
Hitting them in the face with that.
Hey-oh. Hitting them in the face with something.
Not in the face. Not the fridge. He hit him right in the face with that sack. Mind if I slam your butt in the pokey lady? But I still don't know what the hell this story's supposed to be, why it exists, but it's fun at least.
Yeah, again, I think it's...
And poor Matthew Rosenberg, he's about to be the next freaking Time King of Chip Zdarsky. He's got like 4 books at this point.
I know. He got books here, he's got books, he got his own creator books, because, Clay was talking...
But did they have to do the cover like that, the Bat and the Furious? Like, did they have to?
I know, because it looks like they're on Batman's side, but that's not the case.
I know, like, that's not the narrative!
I do love when Jason's like on the hood of the Batmobile and like Batman's like, get off of it now. Okay, he's like, okay. And he slams
like,
on
we're gonna do steal the wheels again.
He slams the brakes on and Jason goes flying. He's like, I can't believe he did it.
Jason, he hates your guts. Come on, buddy.
I know.
We're all being honest. He's the Robin that he gets the most grief for.
Oh yeah.
He died, Bruce. He came back. But did you stay dead, bro?
I mean, he stayed for at least a decade.
Batman's greatest failure. Always looking at, and now he's running around with guns, killing people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he'd be in jail.
Basically, Joker's Robin. We all know this. They didn't have to say it, but I'm glad that they did.
Oh yeah, he'd be in jail if he didn't know all Batman's secrets.
Exactly. He'd be in Arkham.
Oh, that would be interesting if they locked him up in Arkham.
That boy does need therapy.
Oh, you could get a whole, I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me.
Oh, absolutely.
A prison, oh, there we go, kids. Make that happen, DC. Even though I know you don't like making more and more bad books.
They don't like dealing with Jason. They don't. They disbanded, Red Hood and the Outlaw. Bring that book back!
It seems like they don't know if they want to make him extra violent or then they try to tone him down.
Even the story with him and Roy that they were doing in New 52 was alright.
Yeah. I think you need him with somebody. He can't be like on his own.
No. He's an absolute nutcase.
Yeah.
He needs to definitely, like in a team, in a small team, where he thinks he's the leader, but he's really not. Yes.
I was going to say Robin, but we covered that last episode. The only other book I have is Harley Quinn number 13.
Okay, tell me about it.
I don't know if you read it. It's the start of a new arc. Basically, someone murders like a bunch of these criminals in this bar, dressed as kind of dressed like classic Harley, but with like a weird clown face on. So it's like basically someone setting Harley up, which unless we haven't seen another suspect yet, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. But yeah, Harley gets locked up, and then speaking of prison stories, I guess we're doing Harley in a women's prison stories. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I mean, how is it? Like I told you, I'm out on Harley if it's not the animated series. So.
I mean, the writing's good, but again, I don't. Why
does Harley have her own book? Does she really need her own book?
Well, she has her own animated series. So
Batman had his own animated series.
Yeah, and he had 50 books.
No, that's a bad. Peacemaker. He doesn't have his own book.
I know, but he was in that Suicide. I mean, they're canceling it soon, I believe. But he was in the Suicide Squad. He's been in this new version of the Suicide Squad.
So briefly. Ever so briefly. I'm just saying. What is Harley doing? Nothing. Her books are so pointless.
Well, they're trying to, they're trying to redeem.
Like, honestly, a Harley adventure. Oh, let's tell some beaver jokes. And, go on a rampage and pretend to be a good guy. Like, really, what are we doing that is so groundbreaking that Harley Quinn needs her own book when Wonder Woman is in disarray?
Again, they're trying to cash in.
I don't think those books are selling.
Oh, really?
Between us hens, I think the Harley book is corporate welfare. Who's ever read that book is getting a corporate welfare handout. No tea, no shade. Like, there's no reason for Harley to have her book. No reason.
Maybe.
Especially with her and Ivy not being together. Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, Stephanie Phillips, the art, the writing is fine with me, but I just don't, the art isn't my cup of tea.
I don't know who that book's supposed to be for. It wasn't for me. Honestly, you're the only person I know that reads Harley book. That's all I'm saying. Out of all the reviewers that I know in real life and follow on, you're like the only person I know that talks about Harley.
Honestly,
the comic book.
Honestly, if I drop another Bat book, it might be that one. I mean, Future State.
Okay, if you drop that one, if you're not reading Deathstroke, read Deathstroke Inc.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you read it?
Because technically they're trying to make Deathstroke a part of the Bat family, so I'm going to include this here. They've been trying to push for that for a really long time.
Did you read?
Ravager is in this one, in number 70. Y'all know how I love Slade's kids. So.
Yeah, I didn't read it yet. I mean, I was planning on reading it here soon because I believe Shadow War starts this coming week. So. Yeah.
This directly leads into that.
So Deathstroke.
Definitely pick it up.
Deathstroke Inc. is worth the pickup.
For me, it has been, and I came in on like issue, I think 4.
Okay.
So I have to find the first 3, but I like Deathstroke though. They haven't even modern Deathstroke is pretty dang good and pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
They haven't really like messed with the formula, so I like it.
Damn it, I'm in.
It's a fun story, and it's Joshua Williams with art by Steven Segovia. Yeah.
Talking about another Chip Zdarsky, Joshua Williamson's writing like half their DC's line right now.
Yeah, and I like that they're trying to make like Deathstroke king of the supervillains. I think that's a really interesting concept.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more book, technically not Batman, more belongs in the Flash, but Rogues #1, also by Joshua Williams, which is why I brought it up. I love that book. Oh my god, the Rogues are planning one last big heist.
You know what? I saw that in the store and I wasn't sure, so I didn't pick it up. So that's worth a pickup too.
I like the Flash's Rogues Gallery.
Yeah,
they have Captain Cold in there. I mean, I'm not gonna say that a certain someone looks like Dominic Purcell, but a certain someone looks like Dominic Purcell. from Legends. So, no, but like it's a fun. If you like a heist book and you like the rogues, especially the Flash Rogues Gallery, because they have this code and they team up a lot of the times. I thought that the premise was really great, and the first story was just absolutely blew my mind. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. It's this is what I want from like the Flash. When you talk about the Flash universe, like this is what I want.
Okay, I might have to run out this weekend and get as many issues of Deathstroke Inc. I can get and Rogues #1. Yeah, no, I mean, written well. I mean, I think Flash's Rogues are up there with Batman and Spider-Man's.
Definitely up there. And then his relationship with the Rogues. It's everybody's like, don't kill a speedster. You don't want that heat.
Oh, yeah.
You do not want that smoke. Like, the Rogues are, like, his are the smartest because they team up. They do these, like, they have a code and stuff. It's really interesting. The dynamics truly honor among thieves. And, like, I'm surprised. This is the first time we've really got the Rogues in, like, probably 20 years, I would say, all together like this.
I don't know. Was it New 52 or Rebirth? I thought they did something with a bunch of the Rogues.
Not like this, though.
Yeah, probably not like this. No.
So yeah, this is definitely taking it back to like when they had their code and stuff. It was super interesting. So.
All right, kids. Lilith is giving me my homework.
Suck it, Phil. Poor Lucas College Fund.
Hey, my birthday's coming up. Maybe I'll get some birthday money.
That's true, kids.
That's true, kids.
His birthday will be past.
Send your gifts. Oh, well, by the time this hits,
in the form of Patreon subscriptions and Cash App.
Gimme.
Link in the description.
Gimme.
Just know that all that money will probably go towards StreamYard and our recording bandwidth.
Exactly. All right. Are we done?
But you will have a new product to review shortly.
Wait, what? Oh, yes. Oh. Thank you. I was talking to Charlie last night. I don't think he even remembers it's my birthday coming up. Because he mentioned April 1st for something else. I was like, oh, yeah, was it a new moon or something? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, him and his weird Ramagash thing. Did he bring that up?
I think that's what it was. It was something with the moon. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's new moon. Where it's like some weird random fandom reference.
I was like, really? That's what April 1st is? Okay. All right. All right, let's get out of here. We got another show to do.
A whole other show to do. We can't keep our guest of honor waiting.
You know what? That's the one thing I hear from all of our friends and stuff. It's like, I don't know how you guys do so many shows.
I don't know how you do so many shows. I just show up and look pretty. You're over here planning, have the schedule, all the drops.
I mean, you're pretty much on.
You've got 5 different freaking Facebook chats going. Hey guys, don't forget, send me this.
I know. I just want to be like, oh, Ray Russell. I'm like, I can barely get my own stuff done. I'm sorry if I don't get you feedback in, but I did send feedback for the Bye Beast.
Nice. You're so generous.
Which spoilers? I was like, wait, is that a Marvel character or Russell's name in college? All right, so.
What's the homework, kiddo? I mean, they had the homework from me.
I know. I have homework from you.
Homework?
Yeah, I know. All right. So yes, next week, like we were talking about last time, Batman 401 with Magpie and 412 with the Mime. So freaky ladies.
Nice.
And both of them with
double the trouble, double the boobies.
And both of them with Batman and Robin, who is Jason Todd.
Don't you love a redheaded stepchild?
Hey-o. And then in 2 weeks, Detective Comics 617, another Joker story. And like I said, we wrap up the month with Detective Comics 647 through 649, Clue Master, and the first appearance of Spoiler. Speaking of Stephanie.
Spoilers.
There's spoilers coming. All right, kids. So, oh, that's right. In May, we're going to do Officer Down because we'll cross over because we're going to do every part here except for the Nightwing issue, which I wonder where that's going to go.
Nightwing news, baby!
Diggity dank. So email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
On Facebook, on Twitter.
Save that for Earth 3, Philip.
I know. Save that.
It's the only place where it'll actually happen.
Save that for Earth's Southern Hemisphere. So Facebook, Twitter, Find links to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. See all the filthy hand gestures Lilith Hellfire does on camera. Most important, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. Again, we're not billionaires paying for this out of our own pocket. So remember, $3 to $5 gets you early access.
We gotta save a Silver St. Cloud. We can't charter a plane.
That's true. So early access to creator interviews. And again, every month, and just in a few minutes, you get Mr. DG Chichester.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Once a month. And superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time.
It kills us.
It will kill us.
It will.
Follow our slow descent to death by subscribing to the Patreon. And if that's not enough, get yourself some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Like Charlie said, those cups are real loony.
Oh, wait, actually, where's the... I had a magnet. I can't find it now.
So find all of it at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and And Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk to you about Laughing Fish?
If you want to talk about Laughing Fish and think this house is bitching, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course, over on TikTok, being an absolute monster at Lilith Hellfire69. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
And
do them both.
And she don't know nothing about fish, but...
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. Exactly.
Florida.
Florida! The second It's where Jersey people go to vacation, so you know it's bad.
It's the floor drain of America, people. Come on. All right, kids. Yes, come back in 1 week. Batman 401 and 412. For women whose names start with...
This one's for the ladies.
For women whose names start with M.
Not you, Maggie Sawyer. Sit down.
What?
Not you, Maggie Sawyer. Sit down.
No, it's Rogues, Magpie, and Mime.
I know.
And I'll even tell you where the Mime made a second appearance, not in a comic book. And not in an animated series. It wasn't Gotham. It wasn't Gotham, Rob Southgate. Shut up.
Got him!
Alright, kids, come back next time. Remember, same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We're the Night.
We are the Night. The Batman Podcast. And don't you forget it.
And vengeance is dead, much like many of all those fish in the harbor.
I am Connor from the House of L.
And I am Ray from the House of Zod.
We are two of the many, many survivors of Krypton's destruction, and we have made our home in Australia, and dare I say, have become Australians, for better or worse. But we have also decided to read Superman comics, read Superman books, watch Superman shows, cartoons, movies, basically everything Superman, and from an Australian perspective as well. Whether you're a seasoned fan, like me,
or whether you are coming in fresh, wide-eyed and wanting to learn more like me, then this podcast is for you. Join us for our bi-weekly adventures available on all good podcast catchers.
So just search for Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. We'll be coming to you from Australia or some cosmic dimension, wherever we are that week. Up,
and away.